The Twin Valley Locker Room Show takes you inside Tiger footballs. We're joined by a couple of the Tiger seniors. We have the Big House, Cale Hauseman, and Ludwig, Jacob Ludwig, with us as we get set for Concordia, week 2 of district play. Guys, I guess first off, let's talk about the game against Riley County. Was that as physical a team? Wamego was physical, Cale. Was that as physical a team as we've seen this far?
No, I think Wamego was pretty physical. I think Riley County, we beat ourselves. I think we are the better team. We just beat ourselves every play, I feel like.
How tough for you, Jacob, to have to stand on the sidelines and watch all this go down? You have been such a key to what the Tigers have been doing, particularly on the defensive side, of course. But how tough is it?
It was terrible. It hurt to watch. I had to sit there and watch my teammates get it taken to them when I knew they could have came out and performed better than that, but it just hurt to watch.
What's your situation right now as far as getting back?
As of right now, I'm cleared to lift and I can practice, but I won't be back for this Friday's game against Concordia, but I'll be back all next week.
Excellent. Well, we'll look forward to seeing some Ludwig hits back out on the football field again. Cale, what's the game plan for this week? Are you guys coming in against Concordia? They're 3-1. You guys know each other probably well enough, but what is kind of the game plan for the Tigers?
I think just to play all 4 quarters instead of giving up a halftime. We need to play every down of every snap as hard as we can.
What are the things, Jacob, that you can do now that you're back in practice? Obviously, that'll help get another athletic body back out there. But during the time you've had to be down, what are the things that you kind of contributed to the team?
Nothing really. I haven't been able to do much. I mean, I've been trying to keep the levels up, keep the effort in there, but other than that, I haven't been able to do much.
Coach, some of the guys maybe stepping in.
Yep, the younger
position.
guys, I've been able to help out a little bit, but other than that.
As you guys go into this portion of the season, we're still in doubt on whether we have a Week 6 game or not. You guys are used to going on the fly, I guess, this year. It's been so weird. Cale, we were talking with Coach's wife here earlier. We're fortunate to be halfway through the season and have got to play every game. And you guys still realize that, do you?
Yeah, we realize it. I feel like we're really blessed to just play as many games as we've played so far. I mean, it's just really awesome.
Halfway through a senior year.
I know, it's terrible. I'm looking forward to the next week where I can play, get in there, and do stuff. But
we are too, Jacob, I'll tell you that. Guys, great run thus far on the season. Let's get it back going again against Concordia. Thanks for the time, guys.
Yep. Thank you.
Twin Valley Locker Room Show. Jacob Ludwig, Cale Hauseman, Tiger football. The Twin Valley Locker Room Show continues a look inside of Tiger football. We're joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Mark Henry. And, Coach, we get set for Week 5 for you guys. You had 2 really, really impressive wins to start the season, and now 2 frustrating games for you guys. Wamego was very gettable. Riley County was certainly close to a half, and then the second half just got away from you. There's no reset button on a season, but you probably can reset some attitude toward what you're going to do going forward. Is that kind of what you guys talked about?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Cale just hit on it. We've done a really nice job playing one half of football, but for some reason the second half we just seem to, our energy's down, or we get complacent, and we don't handle adversity as well as we do in the first half. And that's been a huge emphasis this week, is maintaining that level of play for 4 quarters.
As you guys get set to face the Concordia Panthers, what are the things that concern you about this team? I know you and I have talked already this week, but for the viewers, kind of give a look at what the Panthers bring at you.
Sure. Really good backfield. They have some good pieces up front too, but they have their quarterback and 2 running backs that are really solid. So it'll be a big challenge. A little more traditional running. We'll see more tight end sets, doubles, trips open, those kinds of things. But it'll be a challenge for us. But I think we've had a good week of practice and preparation, so we should be good to go.
Got to talk about one of those disappointing things that comes with any sport, and certainly with football, injuries. And Gunny Mullen, early third quarter. I mean, he's already over 100 yards in the game. He has had a phenomenal season. I said before, I had a chance to talk with him briefly on Saturday. He didn't have the MRI yet. Said, you're one of the most fun players to watch play this game. And really, throughout Tiger football, he goes down. We know now it's an ACL tear. He's going to have surgeries out for the season. And you don't wish it on anybody. But this is one of those premier players and such an important part of what the Tigers are.
Yeah, just for me, you know, your heart goes out to that kid because he's a kid that's poured everything into it. He's a kid that pours everything into everything he does. You know, we talked earlier. You know, he's a kid that'll Friday nights after the game he'll get in a truck and drive 5 hours to get to Garden City so he can bulldog steers the next day at 8 a.m. and just an unbelievable kid. You know, for me, he was the best fullback I've ever had. That's no knock on any of my past fullbacks, but just he's a kid that just wouldn't go down. He wouldn't give up. You know, Friday night, halftime, you know, before his injury, he was out vomiting behind the bus because he was so worked up still at that point in the game, and just, you know, that's just how he's wired. You know, every coach loves to coach kids like that. And hey, you know, you don't wish that injury on anybody, but you know, to see a kid like that, you know, pretty devastating. But you know, what I told Logan is, you know, kids like him know how to handle that. You know, they're wired to respond to that kind of adversity, and you know, he'll respond.
Yeah, I have no doubt he will as well. But he will be missed on Friday nights. That is for absolute sure. Good to have Jacob Ludwig cleared. We heard that news earlier, and get him back next week. Next week, still question mark, as I talked with the guys, and it's a bigger question mark than probably most people know.
Yeah. As of now, it's open. We do have a potential game with Larned. We're kind of waiting to see logistically. They think they still may get their Friday night game in versus Nickerson the following week, but so it's on the fence right now. We know Chapman is canceled. You know, so if we can't get that Larned game, we will have an off week.
Coach, as always, we appreciate it. Look forward to Football Fridays. Let's go get them tomorrow night against Conn.
You bet. Thanks.
Twin Valley Locker Room Show and Tiger Football.